Procrastination. If you're anything like me, you're a big procrastinator. I was someone who wouldn't do stuff, wouldn't hand stuff in on time, would constantly push stuff to the last minute, and it was only that last minute pressure that would actually get me to even turn in my work in the first place. So, what will you get out of these tenets that I'm going to talk about today? What turned me from someone who couldn't get any work done to someone who consistently gets what they're supposed to do done? This will make you become a productive person and kill the laziness inside of you. This will relieve your stress and build habits that will set you up for success and make sure that you don't break commitments. I was someone who would procrastinate. It's true. I would constantly ask my teachers for extensions. I used to be in this perpetual state of stress. I used to cram last minute work in all the time. And I ended up neglecting other stuff and prioritizing the short term over the long term, such as scrolling Instagram reels when I have a very important end of term assignment or exam tomorrow, for example, or just other things that were really important. So, what can we do to fix this? How to change your words into action. This is the biggest thing because we all say we want to do better. We all say we're going to start turning stuff in on time, and it doesn't end up working out that way. So, the best thing that you could do is start small. Everyone tries to overcompensate. If you go from a phase where you're not getting anything done, you're being lazy, you're not going to the gym, and this has been a long period of your life, you're going to start going to overdrive thinking, I'm going to go 6 days a week. I'm going to do this. I'm going to cold shower. I'm going to read. I'm going to meditate. And it never works that way. I've tried this a bunch of times and it doesn't work. So start small. Take small steps forward, even if they're slow, even if it's just something simple like making your bed every day, getting up at a certain time, going to the gym once a week. It doesn't matter. Just drop the ego. It'll take you a lot further. So go forward no matter how slow it is, but just never be stagnant or move backwards. Just never give up that territory you've taken. If you've started doing something, going to the gym once a week, just make sure you hit that once a week target. If you've started, I don't know, reading 10 pages a day, just make sure you don't go down to 5. Just make sure you're always pushing forward or at least staying the same. Now, associate the work itself with the reward. Don't just think about the reward. Now, we all think about the reward because that's what we're wired to do, right? If we complete that essay, we're going to get a mark. It's going to be done. If we go to the gym, we're going to be more muscular. But I've found that when I actually enjoy the work itself and the action, I want to do it more. So instead of thinking to myself, oh, after this gym session, I'll get maybe a snack or something that I like, I'm thinking, oh, I actually enjoy the gym itself for the gym. And it helps me. And if you think about actually enjoying the physical reps and that type of thing, you're going to enjoy the actual gym more and get more reps into your workout. The other thing is learn to enjoy the work, just as I said, because it'll make it easier for you. So let's say you hate work, right? You should enjoy the work just to make it easier for yourself if that's your angle, because it certainly makes it easier once you enjoy it. And you can learn to enjoy the work because you understand that it's good for you on some level. Doing the stuff you don't want to do, having the discipline to show up to the gym, to write those things that you don't want to write for school, to apply for that job that you don't want to apply for, to work extra hard. These are things that are going to build up your discipline. Now, another big thing is activation energy. So I read this from a book called Atomic Habits, and what this essentially is how easy it is to start a task. For example, going to the gym, maybe for some of you it's an hour long subway ride, then you actually have to do it, then an hour subway home, right? That's not an easy task to start because it requires you packing up all your stuff, hopping on a train, taking 5 stops to go to the gym, whatever it is, versus video games for a console or computer. You just click a button. You're just like, okay, this is it. We're playing video games now. Increase the activation energy for things you want to do less and decrease the activation energy for things you want to do more. So, for example, if you're someone who doesn't get your homework done, unplug your console and maybe lay your books out on your desk or next to your bed or something. That way, your mind is more willing, not 100%, but more willing to do the things that you don't want to do because it's just there and it's easy. If you're like, oh, for the console, I have to plug in the power bar, then I have to do this, and I have to get the controller out of the place that I hid it, and it's all the way on the other side of the house, and it's this and it's that. You might be like, you know what, screw it, like, it's time to just do this work first, right? Versus if a book is just staring you in the face every single day, then you'll be more inclined to do it, right? But this isn't everything. The next thing is have a productive day. Now, if this is something that you struggle with, I made my last video about this and how to set your day up for success because everyone, no matter how successful or unsuccessful, they have days where they're good and days when they're bad. Even the top earners, top people, top achievers, they have days where they could be more productive. The start of the day is really what's going to set you apart from everyone else in terms of this. If you're scrolling on your phone, if you sleep in a little too long, if you do certain things such as, oh, I'll just stay in bed for an extra hour instead of going to the gym or whatever, these will be the key decisions that dictate how the rest of your day goes. So what you want to do is you want to start the day successfully, which I have a video on, it's my last video, and you want to accomplish things throughout the day. So when you start accomplishing things, you're going to put yourself in a framework that will make you more productive. If I start off the day by just making my bed instantly, I'm going to now be in that productive mindset, that task-oriented mindset, right? So once I do that, I'm going to now just want to do more things, and I'm going to feel great because I'm doing productive things, right? If I have to run errands, if I have to go here, if I have to finish something. The next thing that you could do, which was big for me, is limit the distractions and put yourself in a productive environment. For me, if I'm sitting at my desk with a computer, with video games installed on the computer, in my room, in my gaming chair, I'm not gonna get stuff done. I won't get stuff done. However, when you put yourself in an environment where you have no choice, such as a library, such as an extra room in school, such as some place outside of your house, you're forced to do that work essentially, right? So, okay, I'm gonna put my phone away as well, which is a big thing. Make sure it's out of your line of sight or hard to reach, not within arm's reach. I now have to do this work. And oftentimes you'll feel more productive because you're like, I can't go home and enjoy myself until I've at least done something, right? You also want to slowly reprogram your mind. So, for example, if every time that you sit down to study, you pull out your phone after 5 minutes or go on a computer after 5 minutes or do anything else you're not supposed to, your mind is going to be trained essentially to associate the phone or the computer with studying. Like, oh, every time we sit here, I do this for 5 minutes and then I pull out the phone. If you do that repeatedly, just like anything else, your mind will learn that. So you have to reprogram your mind and push through those things and say, okay, we're going to keep studying. I'm not going to pull out my phone. I'm not going to go on my computer. And even if you do it for longer and you just achieve a little bit more, you go on your phone for 5 minutes, let's say after 30 minutes instead of 5 minutes, that's building towards reprogramming your mind. The next thing you want to do ties back into the original point, which is set your day up for success. Flow state is essentially when you're singly focused on one task, right? Don't think that doing 50 things at once is going to make you productive. Do one thing, do it right, move on to the next thing. Schedule your time slots, do your day right. Go, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this. Don't go around going, I'm going to do this and this and this and this, and I have 50 things going on, and I'm so successful and I'm so productive. And because chances are, if you can't focus on one thing, how the hell are you going to focus on 50 things? So just make sure that when you focus to something or when you're focused on something, you commit to something, actually do it. And don't just do it halfway or don't just do a bit of it and then say, I'll finish the rest later. Or don't say, I'm going to do this and this and this and this at the same time. Now, the next thing is purpose. Find a purpose. This will give you a new outlook on life. This will give you something to work before. This will give you drive like you haven't seen before because you feel like you're actually working towards something. The worst position you could be in is where you're working and you're working and you're working and you have no idea what this is giving you, right? Because with the gym, you understand, even if you don't like it, even if you can't see it now, you understand on some level, even if it's deep down, I'm going to get a good physique if I keep doing this. I'm going to get more muscles. I'm going to get this. I'm going to feel better. No, no, no. If you're just doing mindless work and busy work, you're not going to know what's going on. Find something that you actually enjoy to work towards or something that you really want to get to work towards. Find yourself a purpose. And I'll make a video on this soon on how to actually decide what that is. It will give you fulfillment every day because it gives you a focus, a drive. All you can think about is this is my purpose, this is what I'm going to do. And you actually enjoy working on it, right? This is like this channel, for example. It's something that I enjoy doing. Of course, sometimes it can be frustrating, right? A little bit hard. Like, okay, I have to do this video, whatever. But I enjoy it because this is my current purpose. This is my purpose. And this can change over time. There's nothing wrong with that. But at least make it something that you enjoy and you want to do. Once you have a purpose, all the work that right now becomes so annoying to you and is so annoying to you and doesn't make any sense and makes you confused, you will enjoy it. Suddenly you will understand it. Suddenly you will want to do it. And it will give you a whole new purpose and outlook on life. So, with that being said, these are my key takeaways that have helped me with procrastination personally. And I think these will help you if you follow them diligently. If you enjoy the channel and you're new here, leave a like. It helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one.